I'm Leanne's, and I am coming to you from American Fork, Utah. Yes, I said Utah. I know if you hear a little bit of a southern accent. I'm originally from North Carolina. I got lost about 21 years ago and found myself here. And so I've been trying to convert everyone to Southern out here in Utah ever since. It's not going over quite well, but I am making a little bit of progress. But today, I am going to be a Philly girl, and I am so excited because I love Philadelphia cream cheese. My husband, he just gets so mad at me when it goes on sale because I will buy a whole case of it. I feel like if I have Philadelphia cream cheese in my refrigerator, that I can do almost anything. I always have a meal with it. I just can. I can put together anything. Today we are going to spruce up refried beans. And I've been trying to think of a name and I came up with CADILLAC beans. Oh, they're good. My kids love refried beans when I do Mexican. I have 3 boys and I work, so I always go for a can of refried beans. But for those of you who would like to be a little bit more fancy, hey, you can go for the pinto beans and mash them up like mashed potatoes, or you can actually start with the dried beans and let them sit out overnight and cook in your crock pot. But we are going to go with the canned refried beans. What I love about refried beans is that you can get the traditional, or you can go for the no fat whatsoever. And depending on how I'm feeling at the time, it's whether or not I'm going to go with the fat or not. No, the no fat or the traditional. Today we're going to go for the traditional refried beans. So to start our recipe, we're just going to open up a can of beans and put them in a sauce pot and get them nice and warm. You want to get your beans nice and warm before you put your cream cheese in. And by doing that, the cream cheese is just going to melt right through these beans, and oh, it's going to be so yummy and so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay, here we go. Get that going. Okay, now I'm ready to put my cream cheese in. So, I've got my cream cheese. It's softened just a little bit because of the lights and things, but no matter. It can come right out of the refrigerator. And I would say you could probably use about half of an 8-ounce box. But I'm feeling awfully generous, and I've already taken a little piece of this, so I probably have about 6 ounces right here. I'm just going to go ahead and use the rest of this block of Philadelphia cream cheese. The one thing I absolutely love about Philadelphia cream cheese is that, once again, depending on how I'm feeling at the time, if I feel like I need to lose a couple of pounds, which I do, I can opt for the original, or I can go for the 1/3 less fat, or I can go for fat-free. And you add the fat-free cream cheese with the fat-free beans, and you are doing good up until we put our next ingredient in, which is bacon. Bacon, I love bacon. Bacon and cream cheese. It's perfect together. Anyway, a little tip about bacon. Love bacon, but it's expensive, so I wait for it to go on sale. I buy a whole lot of it, and then I put it on a cookie sheet with a rack and a piece of parchment paper, throw it in my oven, I cook mine at 350 for about 20 minutes. See, I like it just before it gets too crumbly, but it still moves a little bit. So I cook it all up, and when it's done, I gather all my bacon up, put it in a Ziploc bag, and throw it in the freezer. Then in the mornings when we're on a run, we just grab it out of the freezer, pop it in the microwave for 15 seconds, and we've got it. But for this recipe, I am going to gather up a few pieces, come over here to my chopping board, and chop some bacon up, and put it right in my beans. Look at that nice little grease. See, I really probably, if I were concerned about the extra fat, I would probably use turkey bacon. There you go, there's an option. And I would pat the bacon off with a paper towel, but since I'm going for the whole enchilada, so to speak, I am just going to put it all in. Okay, now for the next ingredient for my Cadillac refried beans is Rotel tomatoes. Love Rotel tomatoes. They're in the canned tomato section at your grocery store. You will be surprised at how many people don't know about Rotel tomatoes. Rotel tomatoes comes in mild, original, extra hot, and today I saw that they have a lime and cilantro Rotel tomato. So whatever fits your fancy. But Rotel tomatoes gives it that nice little extra kick. Now I drain my juices out, but if you like your refried beans to be not so thick, just leave the juices in. But as you can see, some of the juices are just going to just still stay in there anyway. It's hard to drain the whole thing out. Now, I am just going to give this a quick stir. Man, look at that cream cheese just melting through and through. It's just so creamy and smooth. Oh, it looks so, so good. You will not believe, really, how much flavor just those 4 little ingredients put together will do. I love simple and easy. Now, I'm going to bring my beans over and put it in a nice, pretty pot. This will make people think that you have worked on it all day long. And look how beautiful that is. Just gorgeous. Okay, now we are ready to dress it up. Put some clothes on the beans, so to speak. Here I've got chives to put on here. I've got cilantro that we can put on. Some tomatoes. If we really want to get fancy, we can put some avocados on it. This can go as your side dish. It can also go as a nice bean dish as well. Here's some extra cheese. Come on in, guys. Let's have something to eat. Come on in. Here comes my boys. Let's grab some. These are my 3 boys. What do you think, guys?
Way good, Mom. It's way good, Mom.
Spicier.
Needs to be spicier? All right. What do you think?
Perfect.
Okay. Also, you can have a tortilla and put this right in your tortilla and have a nice bean burrito as well. So here is my final dish. Good as a side, good as a dip, and good as a main meal. Just gotta love it. Here you go.
Way good.
Good.